Alright guys, hello and welcome back to our journey to level 99 with the Kilika Beasts. Jumping right back into the league for Megawixer and Pilewither. We are taking on the Luca Goers, Ronso Fangs taking on the Guado Glories, and the Kilika Beasts taking on the Albed Sykes. So let's see what we can do here. So we gotta correct some of our positioning because we put Kulkin up front, mostly so we could pull Larbite into the back line. Obviously we don't want to do that right now because as little as we respect these teams, we don't have enough disrespect to just throw our defenders all over the map and just go for experience. This is definitely, I mean, it's not a tough game, but we need to recognize that this is a league. So if we tie the game, then like that's it. Like, we tied the game. There's no overtime. There's nothing. Like, there's nothing to give us the opportunity to come back and win. Like, it is really just you tied the game. That sucks. And that's not what we want to go for. Even though we've all, I mean, let's be clear. We have all but guaranteed a win in this league. I'm pretty sure if we lose every single game, no matter who we lose it to, it doesn't matter. Like, we actually win anyways. Because we've gotten, what is this, round? Gosh, I don't even remember what round it is. I thought it was like round 8 or 9. I think it's 8 actually. So no matter how much we lose, we're still gonna win the league because we just can't lose enough points, and no one else can gain enough points. And the way it works is it's not like I would face, like, let's say the Guado Glories are second. I would never face the Guado Glories like 3 times in a row to have them take me out and then, you know, get 9 points. So it's just not possible to lose. I do think it'd be interesting. Another thing actually with Blitzball. This is again a very much like it would be cool, but it would not make the list of things I would necessarily change. But if we had sort of like a I don't know how to describe it. Like more of like a parasitic mode. So essentially, like, you have a league, right? And you get points, and you get like 3 points for a win, 0 for a loss. But if there was a more long running, I mean, I know league's already long, but a way to have a mode where if you get 3 points, you would take 3 points from the people you defeated. You would almost have to have it be a thing where like everyone starts with like 15 points. And then if you beat someone, they lose 3 points, and then you gain 3 points. That'd be interesting. I'm trying to think, honestly, this could be really dumb. I'm trying to think mathematically if that just works out to the same result in just like a weird way to go about it. Because I'm trying to think, like, it would be cool because if you only beat on weaker teams, essentially, like, let's say you always face like the, you know, the like weak teams, and then you just take all their points and then you win. But the whole point of this one would be you face the top teams. So essentially everyone starts with 15 points, right? That makes sense? Easy. And I beat the Guado Glories. They lose 3 points and I gain 3 points. I go to 18. And then the Albed Sykes beat the Ronso Fangs. Ronso Fangs lose 3 points, and then Albed Sykes gain 3. So Albed Sykes and us have 18 points. The other teams have 12 or whatever. And then I would face the other team that has 18 points, and then it would just continue that way. And you would kind of like, you wouldn't, there would actually be a situation where you don't face any teams at all. Like, that you would never, like, you know, like, you wouldn't face all the teams necessarily if there was one that was super bad that you didn't see early on. But it would be interesting because it would be a fight between like the top teams. I don't know. And honestly, this is maybe I'm getting too bold here, but that would almost work best in a scenario where Blitzball is multiplayer and you have like an online tournament with like, you know, like 10,000 people. I mean, it's kind of crazy. So essentially you would match make, and then you have to, you know, get like matched with people of those points, and then the tournament would run for X amount of, like, you know, days. I think there's a lot of opportunity there. And honestly, what's probably gonna happen is someone's gonna say like, that already exists, like in like a game. Like, that's not abnormal. And I'm gonna be like, oh well, that's cool, and that's what I want. I don't know. I'm very much of the mindset. I haven't created anything new here. this probably already exists in a form, just not in the Blitzball form. So stuff like that I think would be cool. And maybe it would work best against online. You could also have AI based, because AI would be fun. The problem is the AI of Blitzball is so poor that it's just, there's nothing, you know, it's not like it's not a big deal, like no matter who you face, like you're just taking them all out, you know. But yeah, a little bit of experience for them, a little bit for us. And we are going to do the same thing we were doing before, which is we are going to throw Warbite in the back line. And we are going to correct an age-old mistake. We don't want Nat Pass or Venom Pass, we want Nat Pass. Yeah, a Blitzball, I would really like to work on a Blitzball game, but I just don't think it's in the cards right now. I don't know if it ever will be or when it would ever be. It's such a big... I've talked about this before, but it's such a big undertaking, you know? It's a huge amount of work to make a game. There's just a mass amount of work, you know, and it's... I will say Blitzball is a perfect test case, though, for it. Because a pretty common thing said, and I think it's pretty well understood by a lot of people now, is you're not going to, like, be a one-man show and then make Skyrim. Like, you're not going to make Skyrim yourself in your, you know, in your basement or wherever you are. Like, it's not possible. Like, there's too much work to be done, like, in order to do it by yourself. But Blitzball is a fairly small scale. Like, you could probably make Blitzball by yourself. It would not be easy, and it would take a lot of work and a lot of time. But I think you could probably do it. But then, I don't know. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I don't know why I was going for the score here. We want to pass to Warbite and give him the opportunity to pass between him and Deem. One of the challenges with game development, again speaking from a very amateur mindset, I think, is the amount of time it would take. Because if you take too long on a game, then the technology doesn't scale as well. Like, if the engine you're using it becomes out of date and, you know, something newer comes along, then, you know, it's who wants to play that, you know? A Blitzball might be a little bit different because it's more of like a niche, you know, niche game. Like, this would be more for, like, this, I'm gonna get yelled at for saying this, but, like, I think out of all the mini games, I don't know if this one would be, like, financially, like, I don't want to say financially viable, but it wouldn't be like a smash hit, you know? It wouldn't outsell a mainline Final Fantasy. I think because it's got such like a small following and like a bunch of people like that really do like the game, even if it looked a little bit worse than the average, like, you know, game released today, people wouldn't care. They'd be like, all right, cool, like, this is cool, like, it was remade and that's, you know, fantastic. I don't know. It's something I want to tackle, but I don't know. Hey, if I'm having trouble figuring out how to edit stats of Blitzball players, how can I design a whole game, right? That's the real question. Now, it's something I might play around with. It could be like a series, like I record me building Final Fantasy Blitzball. Oh, that'd be tough though. I don't know. A lot of like YouTube for me, and I think YouTube for a lot of people is like a really just like passion, like hobby where you're just like, I really enjoy doing it, so like I do it and it's a good time. And I think that's what the building of the game would be. And I don't know if anything would ever be really completed, but it'd be fun. I'd probably eat my own words because I started like trash talking the models, and I'm like, why don't they just make different models for like different characters? And I mean, obviously that takes time. Yeah, I think Unreal Engine, like, maybe I'm crazy, but I thought there was like some form of like, it's free to use, but if like you're going to use it for free, then you have to pay them like 5% of your sales. There was like, I think there was like some legal agreement there. I thought there was. I heard something about it, but I've never personally used it. Just because I don't know, I'm not a big like. Maybe this is odd. When I was a kid, I was thinking like, oh, like I become a game developer, and then like as I became like a teenager, I kind of lost interest in that idea. I think as I was like going through like what I was going to do in life, I honestly, maybe I'm boring, but I wanted something really practical. And I wanted to keep like video games and stuff as like a hobby and like as a passion, as opposed to something that I wanted to transform into a job. I think it would be a lot different if it was a job. But yeah, we got a little bit of experience for them, a little bit for us. But yeah, it's still something I'm considering, like trying to see if we can build Blitzball as a game. It would be challenging. The AI would be the hardest part, I think, but we'll see. Anyways, Larbite level 75 with more endurance, shoot, catch, block HP. Deem level 82 with more pass and HP. 82. We're so close. Eaker's contract at the Albert Sykes has expired. He's going to re-sign for about 11 games. That's the only contract we're going to see, actually. So we win 3-0 against the Goers. Glories win 5-2 against the Fangs. And the Kilika Beasts win 4-0. Not too bad. And we have solidified our position as top scorer, which is really nice. Perfect. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. When you come back, we'll be playing more Blitzball. Till next time.